First things first, black women, fuck being independent. They only did that shit so we wouldn't have men around to protect us when they came to get the kids. Don't be stupid. This is bigger than independence. This is bigger. Fuck that shit. Black men, you were right. They played us. I agree with you. But at the end of the day, we need you now to be humble and come to our aid because it's about to get gritty. Now.
Yeah, so you see where this is up.
So, first things first, I'm going to start off with all praise and glory going to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Raha Kadash. Pedal Hebrew tongues, correct names of the Heavenly Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to your sister brothers living this truth. And shalom to the brothers and sisters listening and studying to show themselves approved. Shalom. Now, as you've seen in that clip, women are starting to wake up and realize you got played. So she should have substituted the word independence for feminism, because that's what the Edomite women fed y'all to make you combative, which really it started even in the Willie Lynch era. It always starts with Esau setting that BS in your head. And so women, especially our women, the Israelite women, took that, ran with that. You know, really, we say both of them. The Edomite man and the Edomite woman both played a part in breaking up our relationships. And just like the serpent dealt with Eve back in the garden, he did the same thing again. They went and attacked the women's mindset because she's the weaker vessel. She's easy to manipulate. Now, the prophecy has set in. Now the manipulation is coming undone. Now women starting to realize you got played. You got played. You hear her? We were wrong. Y'all were right. Been trying to tell your dumb butts, you know, for the longest. And then you heard what she also said. She still had pride in her. I don't see her being one of the ones that's going to be, you know, preserved and saved. I don't see no Israelite man or hopefully leg wanting her because she still had pride on her. She said, y'all need to humble down. No, you were wrong. You need to humble down. You do. So it says she still had pride. Then she like, all these women did all this BS, all this craziness, and now they want us to come to their aid and protect them. A lot of y'all wake up call, not going to get protected. You're going to get judgment. Because the hopeful leg men is not going to deal with the majority of these wicked women. Only the select few women that have came back to Yahweh Shai, renewed their mind, according to Romans 12 and 2, and have come into the spirit of Yahweh Shai, those are the only ones going to be chosen. Because the Most High going to put the power in our hands. And we're going to pick and choose who we want to deal with and who we don't want to deal with. When all hell break loose, all the rules go out the window, we ain't got to put up with no bullshit. We ain't got to hear your shit no more. We can just abandon whatever women we dealing with and go get and deal with whoever we want to deal with. The Most High going to put the power in our hands. That's what women got to realize. All right, they're realizing it, but it's about to be, it might be too little too late. Might be too little too late. So let's play another clip of a woman starting to realize that you got played. Let's go. Let's check her out.
Right? See, when I came from Philadelphia, right? And I lived in the hood, I heard gunshots every day. I saw dead bodies every day, or damn near every day. The drugs, the money, the sex, the alcohol. I was born into this, right? I was born into the street life, whether I like that or not. And with being born into the street life, right? I was always told I was supposed to be independent. I was supposed to make my own money and never depend on a man. See, I didn't need a man. That's what I was told. There was nothing in this man-made world. There was nothing in this man-made world that I needed a man for. Especially not a black man. A black man? See, no, the black man couldn't protect me. But when I was in dangerous and I was in harm's way, I was supposed to come and dial 911 for, well, you know, the other man, not the brother man, to come and protect me. See, I was supposed to depend on him to protect me as a black woman in my neighborhood, in my generation, and actually give a fuck about me. But see, how would he know how to protect a black woman like myself in my environment, in my mind state, in my physical state, in my spiritual state, in my mental state, if he never knew what I went through? See, I wasn't supposed to trust a black man. I wasn't supposed to marry you. I wasn't supposed to care about you. I was never supposed to ask you about your day and how your life was going or your mental state. I was supposed to be the one that collected your money after you worked 12 hours a day. See, I was supposed to be the one that made sure you had food and a little bit of sex when you needed it and your kids were taken care of, but never you. See, us in the black community as women, we're programmed too, boo. See, men, they got y'all programmed to thinking that violence, sex, and drugs is the way of life, but they got us even more fucked up because we're the most dangerous thing to the black man. Us, the women. See, we are the powerful tools to y'all. Why do you think God, when he made Adam, he made Eve, baby? When God made Adam, he made Eve. And where did he make Eve from? From the rib. He made her from the rib for a reason, because we are part of the man. That's why it's men and women. That's why there's men and women. We come from the man. We are not you. But society, aka the government system, convinced us that we never needed you. So in return, we always treated you like shit, belittled you, talked down upon you, never built you up. And we said things like, period, fuck I need you here for. We the trophies, you're not. But not knowing that you are our protector. You are our provider. We need you. We need you more than we say we need you. We need you. We need your loving. We need your protection. We need you more than we tell you we need you. We need your loving. We need your protection. We need your caring. We need your honesty. We need you. And on behalf of all the grown-ass black women in America, we apologize for mistreating you. We apologize for abusing you. We apologize for the lack of knowledge, the lack of respect we have for you. But we need you. And we need y'all to stand up and fight with us. Let's go, chosen one. Let me be real with you, right?
Woo, did you hear that? She said a mouthful on that. And she's waking up. You know, she don't know the truth, but she did call us the chosen one. So now she does realize the Israelite man is the chosen one of the Most High, Yahweh Shah. She's realizing that. And she realized how they've been played by the system, as you heard her talk. So she's waking up. She's realizing that. And that's a start right there. And she apologized. She's coming humbly. She's apologizing. Now she's starting to learn her way, her place. And now she's starting to learn what this devil tried to take from her. And like the men, we've been realized that. We've been realized that. That's why when I look at the order, the men are coming in the order first. And now we have the women coming in the order now. Now they're starting to find their place in this thing. And what happened was, when our kingdom got took, our earthly kingdom, the kingdom that King David set up, King Solomon ran, when we lost that kingdom, we lost our women as well. Because then the snake, Esau, he slithered in and, you know, he fed her head with all kind of BS and made her very combative. And like the woman said right there, she's the worst thing. The worst thing for the so-called black man, which is the Israelite man, is the woman. That's what they use to destroy us. The same way the serpent used Eve to destroy Adam. It's the same dynamic. And now women are starting to wake up. And that spell that Esau created, that enchantment, that's now getting broken up. Now he's really about to take an L. Because now your greatest asset against the Israelite man is now about to backfire on you. When the Israelite man and the Israelite woman get on one accord, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for Esau. And it's happening. That's why this devil's scared. I see why he's scared. It's happening. We witnessing that. The Israelite woman is now waking up and coming into that marvelous light. She's coming right up under where she belongs, under the Israelite man. Now they want to love on us. Now they see us for protection. Now they're starting to see us, and we still ain't at that level yet. Wait till we get our glory. Wait till that standard get lifted and we get our spiritual power. They really gonna be up under. That's when they're gonna start calling us Lord again. So what I'm saying now is happening on a small level. The women are waking up from that enchantment, because like the scripture says, no enchantment against Israel. All we got to do is seek the Lord, and that comes undone. Just like that. Coming to the truth. You heard what she said. She called us the chosen ones. So she ain't got the correct doctrine. She's not all the way there, but she's a start. She can come up under the Israelite man who has the teachings of great millstone, and she'll slide right in her place. Right in her place. She's ready to be fed with the truth. She's ready to be in subjection to a man. Esau didn't want our women to be in subjection up under us, because he needed to use her to take out the man. When the woman falls into a place, becomes their resource, their helpmeet, their peace, her natural essence, when she get back to her essence of what she's supposed to be, when you got like the 1960 civil rights movement, that's why they brought in that feminism wave at that time, because the man and the woman was on one accord against the so-called white man, which is Esau. They were against him, and it was working. It was powerful. So Esau said, get the Edomite woman to tell the Israelite woman, your man ain't no good, he ain't this, he cheat, he this, he whatever, and leave him. And really, she did that. It was like a two-pronged attack, because really, she desires the Israelite man. So she convinced Keisha he ain't no good, and Keisha can't combat her. You know, Jake don't want Keisha no more. And then Eve go and scoop him up like a ground ball, and then come with her feminine ways that she took everything from Eve, because Edomite women still be feminine. They didn't lose all their essence and all that. They just convinced the Israelite woman to do that. Now the women are like, hold up, heifer, I'm about to go get my man back. You played me. And then like when the Israelite woman comes with her essence, she blows Edomite women out the water. Because our women are the most beautiful women on the face of the planet. So when her spirit, her attitude, her mind get right, the Edomite woman can't compare to Eve. She can't at all. Nowhere near. And that's another reason why the Edomite women are scared. Like, oh shit, I can't go get Tyrone if Eve's scooping her man back up. I'm finished. I can't compete with her assets and her, plus our women fit us. They were made from us, like that woman said right there. Like, our women came from us. They were made for us. Ain't no woman on the face plane gonna understand us like an Israelite woman will. None. And that's what she's starting to realize. Well, no man is compatible with her like the Israelite man is. Nobody understands what she done went through. Nobody understands her battles. Nobody understands what she's dealing with other than us. Esau can't feel, or he can't, what's the word I'm looking for? He can't reciprocate. That's not the word I'm looking for. What's the word I'm looking for? He can't, the Edomite man, because he doesn't know what Eve has been through. So he can't feel what she's been feeling. He can't empathize with Eve. It's part of the word I'm looking for. He can't empathize with her. He doesn't know what she's been through. He don't know what she go through, at all. So it's nothing stuff he tell her ain't even really hitting her soul like that. And the Israelite man, we can reach that Israelite woman's soul because we were made to be a match. We're compatible. And our women are now wanting to be under subjection to us again. That is a very, very big thing. Very big thing. Probably 10, 20 years ago, I didn't think it even happened, but it's happening. So that shows the power of Yahweh Shah, and I witness it. So let's get to the scriptures. Go to Genesis 3:16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Woo, did you hear that last part? He shall rule over thee. Eve has a big problem with that. Israelite women have a big problem with their man ruling over them. They hate to be in subjection. They think, because Esau taught them they supposed to be independent, boss chick, on top, run it, and just be a straight monster in the house and just run everybody. When really that's not her lot. That's not what she's supposed to be. And it wears Eve out, and it just makes the whole house out of order. It makes everything out of whack. And nobody likes that. Men don't really desire that. We want feminine women that can be in subjection, that'll listen to us. We need women to listen because we have the wisdom, we have the knowledge and understanding. We know what's going on. We need you to be in line. A woman's supposed to be like a secretary to a man. Like whatever I need, she's supposed to go out and do because she's the help me. That's what we need. We need a helpmate. Not I'm the helping you and you don't know nothing. You're going to make us just fall all apart. You don't know nothing. You don't know how to deal with nothing. And the woman needs to be subject unto the man. Because when this thing hit all Jacob's trouble, she's going to show that she don't know nothing. And that she ain't built for this. The woman is not built to battle the elements out here. The man is. Especially a man of wisdom. That has, Yahweh Shah is dealing with that man. That man right there is built to deal with the elements out here. Everything. We the prototypes. We were made first. The crown creation. The woman was made from us. In a little sense, a woman is a knockoff version of a man. It might piss some women off, but it's the truth. Scripture said you're the weaker vessel. Therefore, you need to find you a righteous man, and you need to be in subjection. You need to listen to that man. Most High's dealing with him. He's trying to tell you certain things in order to get things in order so that the whole house can stand. If you want to be divided, think the man's supposed to be do what you say and you supposed to run it, hey man, that man in a minute, he gonna leave your butt. Really, he's going to leave you at some point because you're no good. You're no good at all because you out of order. It's not the order, man. That ain't what we looking for. We don't want no combative chick, man. A woman's supposed to be a peace. She's supposed to learn you, study you, and you know, please you. That's what a woman's supposed to do. And we're going to get the scriptures on that. Matter of fact, before we get the scriptures on that, let's go get a video on that. Let's go get a video on an Eve that understands that. And man, the stuff she said. Woo! I was like, man, that's what it do. Check this out. Check this out, y'all. Check what this chick about to say.
What does a submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
What does that mean?
You know, like packing his bag, unpacking his bag, just making sure all the things that he wants. And like, I pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you and I study you, like I know how you are in the morning. I know how you are about midday. I know when you're in this mood, what you need. Like before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it. I mean, he's spoiled. And you know, when I talk to my girlfriends about it, they're always like, oh, how you guys doing? And I'm just like, girl, he's rotten. I'm like, he's spoiled rotten. Like, he's rotten. But I love that. Like, I want him to be that. I think my biggest flex is how I treat my man. And I've been known to love people back to health. And sometimes it's very draining. But my love is my superpower. And I used to hate that about myself. But now it's like, I'm just embracing it. Like, that's who I am. Like, if I love you, I can heal you.
It's your joy.
It is my joy. You know, I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy. Every night, like clockwork, I scratch this man's back to sleep. And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes. And some people might think that's psychotic, but that's like, I just know that's when I'm like, oh, I can stop now. But I find joy in being your rest, you know? So know what that means. And that works for us because he wants what I have to offer.
What are you getting from all that you're giving? What are you asking for in return?
Woo!
You know, when I talk to my girlfriend,
play that. Woo! Did you hear that, Yashrala? She said she gets joy out of pleasing her man. That's a natural woman's essence. That's her natural position. That's her natural essence. That's how a woman's supposed to feel. And like a lot of Akim did videos on this. We're going to get women in the kingdom that feel like this. They think like that. Did you hear that? She's in the natural pose of a woman. She said, and I like how she said that's her superpower. Because it really is. That is a woman's power right there. That's what a woman's supposed to be. She's in the essence of a woman. She like, whatever he need, I study him, I read him. She's compatible with that man. She's the perfect helpmeet for that man. Scratch his back, she's his peace. I bet he ain't got no problems with her. Very little problems with her, man. She seems like a total joy to keep because she's pleasing her man. She finds joy in pleasing her man. And that's very hard to find nowadays. A lot of women might do certain things for you, but it's only to do that to guilt trip you later. Like, I did this for you, you need to do that for me. It's a tick for tack thing. She does that because that's her joy. She says, I get joy in pleasing my man. So that's her natural state. She don't do it to get no kickbacks. Although the chick you want to talk to, like, what do you get out the deal? You know, she does it because that's her natural state. Just like us to do the work of the Lord, this is the natural thing to us. This is not a grievous thing to us. We like to do it. It's a work, it's a labor, but it's a labor that we love to do because we want to please Yahweh Shah. So the same thing how we doing with the Lord with this work is the same way this woman is doing for her man. And that's really a woman's lot right there. That's what she's supposed to do. Right there. And we're going to get that in the kingdom. That's going to happen big time. You're going to have a lot of women like that in the kingdom. So that's what I say. Seek ye first the kingdom. Everything be added unto you. You will get that. And that right there, like, that man's getting that on this side of Babylon. You know, I bet they messed a lot of women's head up. Like, don't do that. Because remember, she said it herself. I used to hate that about myself. She used to hate that about herself because the world teaches them not to be like that. It teaches you not to be feminine. Like I grew up with my mother. My mother is a very feminine woman. She's just like that Eve right there. That's why my mama has no problem getting a man. Everybody wants my mama, fights over my mama. My mama has no problem getting a man and keeping a man because she's like that. She's feminine. Like whatever the man want, that's what she want. And I like that woman said, when I was younger, I used to hate that. Like, dang, my mom always letting the dude run over her. But now I've grown up to understand, like, my mama's just being what she's supposed to be. She's feminine. She's supposed to be like that. She's supposed to, like, listen to whatever the dude say, then do it. Because I used to hate that about her. Like, dang, whatever dude mama get, that dude can tell my mama anything, and she do it and do whatever. But now I'm growing up realizing my mother is a prototypical type of woman. She's feminine. And then the other women in my family always attack her and always try to get her to quit being like that. And really, I found out now they're just jealous because they can't keep no dude. They can't keep a man. My mama can keep any man she want, and all men be beat down the door trying to get at her. Always. It's always been like that. Mama had no problem getting a man or keeping a man. Like dudes, man, run through a wall for my mama. And it's because when I start to see it now, she's feminine. And I see where she got it from. I have a great grandmother. I had, my grandmother, my grandma Embry, my great grandmother, she was like that. And the same effect was on her. Man, she had her pick of the litter. Every man we used to go to, that's my grandmother that kept me in church. You know, men like, where your grandma at? Where your grandma? Dudes beat down the door for her, man. It's because she was feminine. Men love feminine energy. Majority of Israelite women are not feminine. They're masculine. That's why a lot of them can't keep a man and they're not desired by men like that. Or they might get one for sex, but after a while, he gonna leave. Because they're gonna be like, man, this chick a whole headache. She a whole walkie-talkie headache, gonna leave. So if a chick can't keep a man, it's because you need to check your femininity. You ain't right. You know, you're probably demonic. And you need to learn how to be a woman. See, a lot of these chicks out here are not women at all. They think because they cook a meal or might do one or two things feminine, but their spirit as a whole ain't right. They're not feminine. They just might have a feminine trait that they can do, but as a whole, they're not feminine. And that's why right now, man, the Most High is making them get into that. Because what's happening? The system is getting taken away. A lot of women relied on this system that was in place. Now that that system's getting taken away, they have no choice but to fall into their true lot. You know, if they got sense. Now, we still got a lot of, majority of them are still out here, you know, crazy and acting like birds. But let's go back to the scriptures. Because that chick understood this. And we witnessed that. This is 1 Corinthians 8 and 11. Oh, Salakia. Let me go to 11 and 8. 1 Corinthians 11 and 8. And it says, nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man in the Lord. For as the woman is of the man, even so is the man also by the woman, but all things by Yahweh. Which, I missed the key point I wanted to hit was number 9. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. You peep that. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. So the women gotta understand this ain't no, oh, well, you need to please me. You need to do what I say. No, man, that's backwards. That's not right. No, you need to be seeking to please me. That's what you need to be doing. You were made for me, not me made for you. And a lot of women got that backwards. Because why? Babylon is backwards. That's why you really call this place like Stranger Things, call it the upside down. Everything is upside down. I see it. That's why you got we got a whole culture of men that are simps. They will bend over backwards, do that a woman say, be controlled by the woman, listen to the woman, pay for all her things, and it's just backwards, man. That's why you got a whole community called Red Pill. And that's men being back in their natural nature, being men. That's all it is. That's why Kevin Samuels was so big. Because men don't take females BS. It's either you get right or else I ain't dealing with you. And that's how it go. And a lot of women can't understand that. They can't wrap their mind around that. And that's why a lot of women are single nowadays, and they're going to stay single. And they're going to be ultimately destroyed. Because they're not going to have no man when stuff hit. And if you don't have a man right now, don't worry about that. Seek ye first the kingdom, and you will get you a man of the Lord. The Most High about to set everything in order, righteous order, man. The men going to get hopefully like women, and the women going to get hopefully like men. And that might not happen till all hell break loose. Because a lot of times, a lot of people in relationships that they got stuck in before they got in the truth, and they're just there. You know, the Most High about to rearrange things as things get more heated up. You know? So check it out. Do I want to bring out 10? Nah, I wanted to hit 9. 8, 9 was the point, man. Because Because neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. And that right there is showing the order, man. The woman is supposed to be the secretary. She's supposed to, like that woman said in that clip, man, she studied her man. She studied his likes, his dislikes, how he is in the morning, how he is in the day. And when you study somebody and know their likes and dislikes, you can please them better. A lot of Israelite women don't do that. They don't care to do that because they look at it like we supposed to serve them. They look at it backwards. We supposed to study them and get what they like and do what they like and get what they need. No, man. That's backwards. No. Now, if you please your man and you're his peace and, you know, you doing all that, your man, he's gonna love you. And then you'll get the stuff that you desire. Then you'll get all that appreciation. You'll get the affection and you'll get all that. But if you vex your man and you always getting on his nerves, you're not going to get those things. He going to despise you is what's going to happen. And you ain't complaining about it ain't going to make it better either. It's going to vex him more and more and more. And he's just not going to like you. Because you can't force nobody to like you. Women think, oh, well, I gave you some. I gave you some box. You supposed to do this. You supposed to pay for that. You supposed to. That's what they think like hoes. Esau's turned the average Israelite woman into a hoe. Basically what they are. They all some hoes, man. They think you're supposed to pay their way, do what they say, and be a slave. You know, like we supposed to be their secretary. They little errand boy. Go get this. Go get that. Go get this because I want it. No, man. You're supposed to serve your butt. That's a lot of these wicked women are about to just be left out. And then a lot of women, they're going to be, the Most High is going to usher them and find their way to a righteous, hopefully elect man. Because here's the biggest kicker right here. Let's go get that. The biggest kicker right here. This right here going to get a lot of women destroyed. A lot of women destroyed. This is Isaiah 4:1. And it says, in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. You hear that? 7 women to one man. They done been taught that the man is a possession. That mine. You better not be cheating. If you cheat, it's this. And I'm going to mess you up and I'm going to tear your stuff up. If you cheat and all this, when our forefather Jacob had 4 wives. You know, and that's really the true nature of a man, is to have multiple women. Now, it's not convenient to do that on this side, you know, but when all hell break loose, we're going to get that. The Most High just said that right there. And if you got a problem with that, then you not fit for the kingdom. You just going to be done away with. Yo, that man going to be like, man, get out of here. He only going to take women that are putting on the nature as a woman, the essence, being helpmates. You know, they can provide something, be a piece. He only going to take the best of the best, you know. And that 7 goes to completion. He might have more than 7 women. It's going to be as many as you want in that time. Because that's the real order of things, man. The Most High made it where a man's supposed to have multiple wives. That's why there's more women than men. And a lot of women can't get with that, and that's why they're going to be destroyed. And I didn't say that. The Most High said that. You see that right here, Isaiah 4:1. It says, in that day. What day is that? The day of the Lord. When the day of the Lord is here, all hell done broke loose. Anybody give a damn about Esau rules and what he say and how it's supposed to be. It's going to be what Yahweh Shah got to say. And he said we can have more than one woman. So you got a problem with that? You got a problem with Yahweh Shah. And if you got a problem with Yahweh Shah, go do your own thing. Walk it out. Is what we're going to say in that day. Because ain't going to be no system. And we don't give a damn what the system got to say, because the system no longer applies over here. So let's go get a woman who understands. Let's get a clip on that. Because this is Eve. They said that too. Let's get that. Because they starting, like I said, we seeing order. These Eves are starting to understand what's going down and the whole dynamic of this thing. They are waking up. The Most High is doing a very magnificent, wondrous works right before our eyes, Aki.
Okay, unpopular opinion. Ladies, y'all breaking up y'all relationships, y'all homes, y'all happiness over cheating is asinine, okay? It's asinine. It isn't a man's nature to want more than one woman. I don't care what type of therapist or social media psychiatrist is telling you different. Derek Jackson was giving y'all hope for profit. Look what he was doing. That man had his wife in a wool hat in the summer because he had her going crazy when she found out he wasn't practicing what he preached. All men have a desire. It's innate, right? It's natural for them to lust after and want more than one woman. In fact, every male species in the animal kingdom have, want, and be with more than one woman. So you knowing it's science, meaning it's fact, right? It's irrefutable, undisputable. You can't change it, so it's immutable that men naturally want to be with more than one woman. You knowing this, and you leave your current situation to get with the new one who do the same thing. Your new man gonna cheat whether you know it or not. That is the definition of insanity. You may as well be by yourself. If you're gonna leave every situation.
So, like we seen right there, that Eve, she done figured it out. She has woken up and figured it out. Like, men are gonna do that. That's what they're gonna do. You know, and really she's getting herself ready for Isaiah 4:1. That's not gonna be a problem for her. Her mind is already renewing. She's already accepting that fact. So she's already ready to be a sister wife. And see, that right there is helping her fall into that order. She look like she ready. All she needs is one of the Akim to lay down the truth to it and give her the breakdowns, man. She already, Isaiah 4:1's not a stumbling block to her. She already figured it out. She's already figured it out. So that right there, like I said, that these women are coming, they're starting to wake up, man. Yahweh Shah is waking women up, waking the Israelite women up, and it's happening. And I notice as we go further in the prophecy, further in time, more are going to come into that realization. So I can see how Isaiah 4:1 is going to kick into effect, because these women are now, they're going to get with the program. That Babylon stuff is wearing off. It's coming off. They like, hey, we done tried it that way. That don't work. It doesn't work Esau's way. Esau rules don't apply over here. All it gave me, and like I said, that's why a lot of women single now. That's why. A lot of them about to just be destroyed. So go get something that's big on that. That kind of fit these women that we're showing, because they're all starting to come into a realization and an understanding is what they're starting to do. And some women, a lot of women, the 2/3, are not going to come into that understanding. Therefore, they're going to have to be destroyed and just be born again over here. So check this out. This is Sirach 25:8. Well is him that dwelleth with the wife of understanding, and that have not slipped with his tongue, and that have not served a man more unworthy than himself. Key points in there. It said, well is him that dwelleth with the wife of understanding. When your wife understands the truth, like these women we just played on her, they're getting an understanding. They're starting to realize they've been fed lies. And you can dwell with a woman like that that has understanding. When you dwell with a woman that don't understand nothing and still trying to go with Babylon's rules, it really, and especially when you getting righteous and they not, it irks you, man. It's going to create a uneven yoke. You're not going to be evenly yoked up. You're going to vex the mess out of you. And in a minute, Yahweh Shah is going to separate that. That's what he's going to do. He's going to separate. He's going to blow that up. That's a division coming in. I say, Yahweh Shah is coming to set up division. You know, things that ain't right, he's going to set them right. He's going to set everything in order. He's going to put an Israelite man with an Israelite woman who has understanding, that's ready to birth the new kingdom. These Babylonian women, Israelite women that still got that Babylonian mindset, they're not ready. They have to perish. They got to go. And the only ones that can get with that, you know, we got to share this husband, is the ones that's going to be left. And this lesson right here going to ruffle a bunch of feathers. You know, it's going to ruffle a bunch of fellas, but hey, we don't give a damn over here. We spit the truth. You got a problem with it, like Elder Matazabak said, you got an issue, I got a tissue. Because, I mean, it's the truth. It's the straight truth. I mean, you might as well mold yourself to get with it, because it's going to happen whether you like it or not. So check it out. Since we said, well is him that dwell with the wife of understanding, have not slipped with his tongue, and have not served a man more unworthy than himself, we're going to bump down to Sirach 25:16, which is like contrary to that. It says, I will dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. And that right there is true. That is true. Do you hear that? He said, whether dwell with a lion or a ferocious beast that will kill you with no issues, no problems. It's better to dwell in the house with a lion than a wicked woman. And then he said a dragon, which we know as a dragon is Esau called it a dinosaur. But back then they was dragons. They really are dragons. But Esau changed the name to a dinosaur. You know they exist. Go to the museum and see the bones. You know, that's another ferocious creature that will kill you with no problem. And the Most High said, I'd rather dwell in the house with them than with a wicked woman. Because a wicked woman, I noticed why he said that. A wicked woman kills you slowly. Because the first thing she destroys is your mental state, your happiness. With her excessive nagging, her vexing, always complaining, crying all the time, belly aching, and they're not very pleasant people to be in the house with, man. They just really kill the whole mood. They like misery. It's like a dark rain cloud over them. And like you'll be happy somewhere, as soon as they come in your presence, now you back in darkness. You know, that rain cloud. And like you'll desire to be away from them. You don't want to be around them. You know, that's why that precept is big right there, because that's so true. That is so true. And that, hey, if you're a wicked woman, you need to get right. Get that out of you, because that's bad. The Most High said it's better for his man to dwell in the house with a lion and a dragon than to be in the house with your wicked butt. Because you're no good. You'll try to destroy that man's mental state, his happiness, everything he try to get going, you'll mess it up. And that's because they don't listen. They're combative, and they're monsters. You know, got a lot of demons on them. A wicked woman is full of demons, and she will plague you if you're in the house with her. You won't get no peace. As soon as you come home from work, you just hear rah, 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 and rah, 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 and you don't have to do that all the way till you go to sleep. You're gonna go to sleep angry. Then when you wake up, that right next to you, rah, 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 rah. You don't do that. You don't do that. And you, man, who wanna hear that? That's horrible. After a while, you're going to get away from that chick. As soon as you hit your tolerance break, you're going to get away from that chick. You're going to get away from her. Which, I'm going to go to this. I'm going to go to this precept. Because the Most High said this too. Let's go to Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus 7:26. That's why, hey, it's best to do the work if you were a wicked woman. See if I got the right one. Okay, let me see. I think I got the wrong precept. It might be the Ecclesiastes. Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay, Salakia. It's not a Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, it's Ecclesiastes 7:26. Salakia for that. It's Ecclesiastes. Make a note of that. I had the wrong one down. Ecclesiastes 7:26. Let's read that. And it says, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth Yahweh shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. So if you're in a relationship, a toxic relationship, just do the work, man. Please the Most High. Because he's going to make it a way where you escape from her. Because the Most High know what we need. That's why, like I say it all the time. Matthew 6:33, seek ye the kingdom, all these be added unto you. But I like that precept right there, because it says that he finds the woman, the wicked woman, more bitter than death, man. How can you be worse than death? And I see why death, because a wicked woman kills you slowly. She slowly kills you with her nagging, her vexing, and that's because she got demons on her. She got demons on her, man. That's why she always in a bad mood, and they're just horrible. But and they say it's snares and traps, because when you get with like them whorish women, them hoes, they are like a trap, man, because they try to hang on to you. They can't keep a man like that. Most men leave them, and they get left so many times. So then they try to build up a spider, like a spider web, like a black widow. They build a spider web and things and trap you. You know, get businesses with you, you know, long as just mix up everything. That way, it'll be hard for you to leave them, because they know in a minute you're going to desire to leave them, because most men do leave them because they're supposed to leave them because they ain't no good. And the Most High said, he said, hands are as bands, man. They tie you down. You can't reach your full potential with a wicked woman, man. She always going to keep you tired, vexed, bogged down, unhappy, and it takes a whole lot to deal with a wicked woman, a whole lot. And the only way you're going to overcome that wicked woman is by doing the works and pleasing Yahweh Shah, because he says, shall escape from her. And I like, because that can be twofold, because Babylon the Great is compared to a woman, it's compared to a whore. So that goes into getting salvation, period. You escape Babylon the Great, America, and you escape if you're in a relationship with a toxic woman. You escape her butt too. Because then you get the power to leave her butt. When all hell break loose, you can just smash. Like, I ain't dealing with you no more. I'm out of here. You know, you getting on my nerves. You just, and plus system is gone. So, system gone, you gone too. Bye. And you just smash her. Especially you might get your spiritual power, the flight, and you can just fly up in the air, fly away from her like a bird. You know, like Superman, just take off and leave her where she's standing at. You know, that's what happens to a lot of these wicked women. That's why women better get right, man. Because the Most High gonna give the power to the men to really create, you know, that's why a lot of brothers in Great Mill saying your salvation falls to a man. Because the men gonna have their spiritual power, that standard be lifted up, and we only gonna save those we deem worthy, because we gonna be made judges. So we gonna be looking at a woman like, you know, is a woman worth to save, or should I just let her get judgment? Most High gonna make us the saviors. So women better get in order. They better get right. And look, you can tell this about to happen. Let's play another little video of a chick, like she know doom is coming. Let's play this Eve. See what she got to say.
Hey, yeah. Okay, so fellas, you better stop worrying about these chicks showing their ass. And they lace fronts, and they want Birkin bags, and they worried about what type of money you got. Ladies, you need to get your head together. Stop worrying about what these celebrities have, okay? Because half of these celebrities is using their money for the wrong shit. Our money don't even matter pretty soon. Our money ain't even going to matter. It ain't going to even matter how much money you got in the bank, because that ain't going to be how we buy and sell and survive. Keep playing. You better wake up. Quit worrying about your lace fronts and your money, and you worrying about the green to go in your pocket. You better be worried about the green that should be growing out in your backyard, okay, or on the ledge of your windowsill. Learn how to garden, learn some survival skills, and get your life together and wake up. Find somebody that's woke, not rich, woke.
Woo, you hear that? She said the dudes, we already there, baby. We ain't worried about, you know, big fake booties and big titties and lace front. We tired of these hoes anyway. So she said a mouthful right there. You better not be worried about these hoes. He told the women, hey, you better be worried about all this money. You know, what Lambo he driving, what celebrity, what status he got, and how much money he got. Because she know the dollar about to crash. This Eve knows something. She got some understanding. She know the dollar about to go. She said, don't worry about the green going in your bag. You better worry about the green going in your backyard. She already know that. You know, how she needs to do to get on board with. She's already there, man. So she knows. This is the Eve that she knows what's going on a little bit. You know, she got a little bit. And like, it'd be easy to give her the truth, because she's already halfway there. She know the dollar about to crash. She know that these devils about to come down with great wrath. She knows that. So she's ready to, all you got to do is plug in and give her the truth. That's all you got to do. She already there ready. Probably if you talk to her, she probably ready for Isaiah 4:1. Probably ain't got a problem with that either. Like, she's ready to plug in, because she understands what's going on. That's why that goes back to that Sirach 25:8, man. Well is on the dwelling for the wife of understanding. This Eve understands what's going on. She's not lost. She said, find you somebody woke. And really, she need to translate. Say, you better find somebody that's in the truth. You better find you a hopefully like man. You know, that's what you should have said. But as she get built up, she probably get there. She probably get to that point. Because now you better be searching for a hopefully like man. If I was a woman, that's what I would be doing. Because that's where the protection going to come from. Because the Most High said, I'll make a man more precious to find gold. And that's going to be true. As we move further and further into these prophecies, and this stuff get to hit, man, Yahweh Shah is going to show himself through his men. And his men going to have the pick of the litter on the women. A lot of these women ain't going to make it. Because Isaiah 4:1 is a huge stumbling block. Like, if you don't want to share, you're not going to make it. Point blank, period. Because that's the order right there that Yahweh Shah about to establish. Because a lot of people about to die. So we're going to need a lot of women to birth back the kingdom, to get all these Israelites back into the fold. Because 2/3, the majority of Israelites are about to die. Doing Jacob's trouble. They're going to die. So those women go come into play so that we can get a lot of people back into the kingdom, back into the fold. So Israel can be numerous again. Because the Most High about to rinse away all this wickedness. He about to get rid of it. So I'm going to go to a page. Let's look at the women that ain't going to make it. Like the women we don't desire. Let's go to that. Check these women out, man. Nobody want no woman like this.
And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
Look at these women. Bunch of hood rats. Working. Okay, that's enough for that. That's very annoying. And I bet you them women, if they do got a dude, I bet you a lot of them are single. But if they do got a dude, they probably give him the same hell at home, man. Same hell. That's what they dealing with. These street ratchet, wicked Eves is just like that, man. Everything is a fight. They always combative. If they ain't physically fighting you, they arguing with you, and they're just no good. That's what I said. As soon as you see a fake butt and fake breasts and a lace front with them long witch nails and eyelashes all on, run, man. With blonde hair and high-colored hair, get out of there, man. That chick, she's done. And all she's gonna do is give you a headache, man. That box, trust me, it is not worth it. That box is not worth it, man. Especially if you have a baby with us, then you get a lifetime supply of headaches. That's what you get. They go out. Then they have the right to harass you. Once you get them pregnant, they get to harass you. That's their soul tie for real right there. Because now you got a baby with her. That's why I could show another one where a dude brought some food for his child, and she threw the food on the ground, talking about you got to take care of all my children. All them children wasn't even his. And it's just, majority of Eves are a headache. Especially in the Southern tribe, because they are the head tribe, and they're the damaged the most. Because the men of the Southern tribe are damaged the most, and it goes likewise for the women. So they are a complete headache to deal with. And that right there is a perfect example. Because that's the hell they get a man at home. The same way they do their restaurants, the same way they do their house. That's why it's a precept. A foolish woman tears down her house, which I might get that before we leave out, because I'm about to end this. I might get that, because the majority of our women are foolish. That's why they're not going to make it. I can't think where it's at right now. I want to say Proverbs. Let's just see if I can look it up real quick. Yeah, there it go. Proverbs. I figured it, but I couldn't think right where it was at. Proverbs 14:1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. And that's what women do. They don't understand, like, a lot of these relationships get ruined by the women. Oh, you run the man off because you failed on your of being a woman. Babylon Great doesn't teach Israelite women how to be women. There was something that's supposed to be taught, but now it's a lost art because we are so far in this polluted system to where now it's like they made ratchetness be the standard. Being a hoe is being the standard. And you're going to see the destruction in our women big time. You can see it in the men, but it really shows in the women. You just be like, God damn, majority of our people are done. They finished. You can see it. And it looks real bad when you look at our women. Because it just looks embarrassing when it comes to them. Because they dumb as all outdoors. Then they wear little bitty show everything they got off. Then you can hear the stuff that come out their mouth. Because the Israelite man, that's not the truth. For 2/3 Israelite man is an embarrassment. You know, I work with a lot of them. They're an embarrassment. Then the women, they're even more embarrassing. So what's big though is that what I did this lesson is that, the men coming into order. You can see that when you watch these men doing on the highway and hedges, doing these lessons, the men are coming in order. And they started with the men first. You see it's a lot of men in this truth versus women. A lot of the men are doing the work. It's a lot of men. You can see our new rulers, the Commonwealth, when you are in this truth and you watching these lessons. Now what I'm noticing is now the women are flowing in. As the system be destroyed, the women are now flowing in. We got women every day coming into the truth. They shalom, seeing new women in the comment board as I'm watching. And they're coming in, you can tell they new because they'll get to talking and typing. Dudes got to tell them, hey, man, you're learning all subjection and silence in the church. And then, depending on how they are, they'll take the rebuke and still be there. Or some like, oh, whatever, and smash out. But women are flocking into this thing, nonetheless. They are. And that was prophesied to happen. Because let's end off with this. This is Psalms 50 and 21. And it says, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou doubtest that I was altogether such a one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thy eyes. And we just witnessed that. You are witnessing that. Go down my scripture list. You're going to see men in order. I just showed you examples of women beginning their path to get in order. It's happening. It's happening in my daily life. I'm hearing women, on certain women at the job, like figuring it out. Like, man, something ain't right. We supposed to be doing like this, like that. Like, it's happening. Yeah, how about your shot? Once he want to reach, he gonna reach. And there's gonna be some women that's gonna be preserved. The hopefully elect women are gonna be preserved, and it's gonna be a lot of them. It's gonna be more of them than it is men, because it's gonna be at least 7 women to 1 man. So that's going to be, the nation is going to be booming, man. The hopefully elect, there's going to be more women being saved than men. And that's the order right there. And a woman's mind has to be ready for that. Isaiah 4:1 is going to prevent a lot of women from making it to the kingdom because they've been taught like that's mine and mine only. And they've been taught to rule over their man and fuss at him and, man, basically just be a straight monster. Straight monster. It ain't, man, you got to get back in your essence, man. How about your shots putting these women back in their place? They're falling back in their place. There's going to be no system in a minute. The system is going to totally crash. And they're going to be at the mercy of the Israelite man. Because we only ones going to have the protection. That divine, that the hedge of protection. Lord willing, we're part of that precious, hopeful elect. Lord willing, we're a part of that. We doing the work to get it. So Lord willing, we get it. And if we get it, the women going to see us getting it, and they all going to want a piece of that. That's going to be the order right there. So with that being said, I hope it's been edifying. Kwame Yashua, GTA Baba Ball, Shalom.